Angie, come.
Every time we give it all, we feel the flame eternally inside us. Lift our hands up to the sky. The morning call helps us to live in harmony for all time. Hand in hand we stand all across the land. We can make this world a better place in which to live. Hand in hand we can start to understand. Breaking down the walls that come between us for all time. Mighty love. Hand in hand we stand all across the land. We can make this world a better place in which to live. Hand in hand we can start to understand. Breaking down the walls that come between us for all time. Mighty breaking down the walls between us. Breaking down the
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, children. Actually, five of those children are my children. So I'm extra excited to introduce them to you. Anyway, I just got a message. This is twice excited now because we also have in our midst the national president of the Family Federation for World Peace of our home country, the Philippines, Reverend L.A. Halog. So let's welcome him to give also his greetings to all of us and to our honorees tonight. Reverend Halog?
Good evening to all our beloved brothers and sisters in America, and good morning here in the Philippines, especially to all our very special guests who are participating in this very prestigious program. Especially, I would like also to greet our regional president, Dr. Chong Shik Yong, our former regional president in Asia Pacific, whom we miss so much. So I'm really grateful to be invited in this prestigious program. I would like to really congratulate all the awardees, and actually it really brings me so much inspiration to know about this program of the Filipino International Community in America. Especially that this time, really the family is very, very important to uplift and really be able to use as really our way to solve the problems in our society. I'm really, really proud to all I heard 17 awardees tonight for really raising up their children and even grandchildren. So also that is also my hope as parent. I hope that really one day can be able to also really become like them and really spread this kind of practice, not only in America, but in the whole world. Really, everything begins in the family. That's why I'm really, really grateful for this opportunity to witness. This is my first time, so I'm really also wondering what is awarding ceremony that I heard. It started in 1994 when National Parents Day was announced by the former President Bill Clinton. I think this is really very good program to really encourage our families really to become the best mother and best father, become best parent. Nothing can compare. So I really salute all our parents who will be awarding tonight. Congratulations to all of you, and also thank you so much to Filipino international community for such a wonderful program. May God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, President L.A. Halog from the Philippines. So yes, maybe you can introduce the same program to the Philippines. And maybe the President of the Philippines can also enact a law to recognize outstanding parents in the Philippines. All right, to introduce our keynote speaker tonight, may I call the board member of the FICA, the Philippine International Community of America, Mrs. Joy Terriot, to introduce our speaker. Ms. Terriot.
Good evening, everyone. Distinguished honorees, the representative from Consul Ricardi, from Consul, our Philippine Consulate, our leaders, FICA family, friends. It is my honor and privilege to introduce to you our guest speaker with us tonight. Dr. Chong Sik Yong holds a doctorate in theology at Sanmon University and a master's degree in business administration from Gwangju University. Before coming to America, Dr. Yong served as the regional chair of the Family Federation for World Peace and Unification Asia and the Universal Peace Federation. Currently, he is the regional president of the Family Federation for World Peace and Unification North America. He is a great father, teacher, and mentor to all of us Filipinos in America. And I am honored to be called by him his relatives. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome warmly our beloved Dr. Chong Sik Yong. Dr. Yong, welcome.
Thank you. Our National President of the Family Federation for World Peace, Naokimi Ushiroda, and then just now I can see that our LA National Leader to Philippines, and all the guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning in the Philippines. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Good evening. Magandang balita sa inyong lahat. I love you. I love Philippines. I love Filipinos so much. Do you know how much do I love you and the Philippines? And finally, I decided one of my son, I asked him to marry Filipino. Finally, he accepted Filipino spouse. And then my daughter-in-law is a Filipino. Do you know how much I love Philippines and Filipinos? Today, I am really honored to speak with you today at this special occasion, the fourth Outstanding Parents Award Program. Thank you all for joining us. As with many other events, we are meeting virtually. I'm sorry I can't meet each of you in person and get to know you over dinner or lunch as I would have liked to. This is also first time I am attending this event. Since it's my first year in America, but as some of you may know, I have been working in the Philippines for many years. And I feel very, very close to Filipino culture and spirit. And so I am so happy to see you all here today. And I look forward to many more opportunities to share with you. Today we are here to focus on the family, particularly on the role of the parents in the family. I am really pleased to learn of National Parents Day in America. It means everyone understands the importance of the parents, not only within the family, but in the makeup of the community, the society, and entire nation. Despite the challenging year, we can also see this time as an opportunity to really examine our lives and our priorities. The pandemic forced us to look inside ourselves and center on what matters the most. It made us all realize how important our families are. And we have more time to evaluate our relationship. And today we celebrate some of the most important relationships, the one within the couples and that between parents and children. We always hear that good families are the cornerstone of healthy, strong societies. Why is it? Father and Mother Moon told us that the family is the school of love, school of peace. In the family, we can learn from the early childhood the 4 kinds of love and grow through the 4 realms of heart. We learn the love of children to their parents, what we call filial piety. As we grow, we learn sibling love, the love between brothers and sisters. We learn conjugal love, the love between husband and wife. And we learn parental love, the love of parents for their children. According to Father and Mother Moon, the family is the basic unit where God can dwell. The family is where God can experience these realms of love with us and become the center of our lives and our families. The parents are the representatives of the God for their children. From God and through the parents, all love flows. In Father Moon's own words, parental love is a primary love. A sound man who grew up with a parental love understands what love is. Because children love their parents, they come to learn love from their experience of loving parents. That's the highest joy for children. Without having parents, we never experience love. So today, we honor some exemplary parents. I am really proud of you. We not only honor those who showed their outstanding commitment to their families, we also honor those who serve their communities as parental figures. When you develop a true parental heart, you start seeing everyone else from that parental viewpoint. This is the point when we are no longer selfish. We come to care not only for our own children, but for all children, for our neighbors, our friends, and anyone in our communities. This creates a stronger bond that leads to a strong society, where families can really help each other grow. You see now current situation, current, young people, what's going on. That's why in this kind of era, Father Moon said, we need to have parental leadership. If we have the parental leadership, we can solve any problems. He said, then what is the parental leadership? First one, parental leadership is unconditionally giving. Giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. And completely forget what I have given and still want to give more. Secondly, he said, parental leadership, leadership of the unconditional sacrifice. Sacrifice. Like when parents sacrifice their own children at risk of their life, sacrifice and completely forget what I have sacrificed, still want to sacrifice more. And third leadership is talking about unconditionally invest and invest and invest and invest. Forget how much do I invest for my object partner. And then the object partner better than me. We need to have this kind of a parental leadership. You know, as a prime minister, as a president, as a social leader, you know, any even school, the president, whatever, any leaders, if we have that kind of parental leadership, giving and giving and giving, unconditionally giving like the parents, and sacrifice, you know, unconditionally sacrifice for my society, my nation, my neighbor, my people, including my children. And then invest and invest, completely forget what I have invested, continuously invest. And then finally the object partner is better than me. There is no jealousy. Continuously invest. If we have that kind of the parental leadership, what kind of the family will be, what kind of the society will be, what kind of the nation will be, what kind of the world will be. This era need to have parental leadership, I am telling you. This is the key point. That's why I told you who are today receiving the award. You are that kind of the model figure. We need to really multiply to our society, our nation, and whole world. This kind of parental leadership I learned from our Father Moon and Mother Moon. They are teaching what the real leadership. He said, simply can say that true leadership is a parental leadership. When parents are serving the children, even though hard the parents about their body, it's like their body like a servant of a servant, slave, and then completely serving for children, but still very happy, internally have a parental heart, do not have any expectation from children, continuously giving and sacrificing and investing for children. If we as a leader, if we do for the society and nation and world, what kind of the world will be? Can you imagine about that? So that I would like to mention this is the main point, parental leadership. You come from South Asia where the culture of honoring the parents is much stronger than in the West. So I think you know what I mean. But as we live here in America, we can help spread this culture of the strong family bonds to the communities around us. Do you know why I love Filipinos? One reason. Filipino people, very, very much family oriented. They love their own family. For example, some of the children working from overseas, I have experience in Korea, some Filipino couples are very poor with many Korean, very poor. But sometimes she skipped a meal and save money, send to her own family in Philippines. I totally moved, admired. Majority of the Filipino is like that. Those who are Western people are very selfish. I don't care my father. I don't care my mother. I don't care my, family member. Just they only focus on how to survive by themselves. But Filipino, even though I can sacrifice, their priority is put their family first. That's why I am telling you, Filipino have the really family-oriented people. I'm really proud of this kind of the culture. Please do not lose this kind of culture. But also, I'd like to encourage not just only loving your family. One of the problem of the Filipino, because I love you, that's why I frankly tell you that. Filipino, even though love your own family, I think more than any other nation, one thing, when I leading the young people in the Philippines, I cannot find young people who loves their own nation. Now we need to find patriotism. No patriotism. Why Korean nation become so strong? Because of patriotism, they put my nation more than my family, more than anything else. That's why Korean nation, within short period after war and disaster, why they develop so much? Because they put my nation as a top priority. I am telling you, Filipino, my brothers and sisters, my beloved brothers and sisters, not just only love your own family. If all these days young people in the Philippines from the overseas, if you put your nation as a top priority together with your family, I think the nation of the Philippines can leading whole world. I am telling you, guarantee. That's why we need to raising up our young people, our Filipino young people, to become the center of the world through the loving family, through the loving my own nation. Without Father would say, without loving your nation, what are you talking about loving God? It is nonsense. That is my recommendation because I lived there a long time. They have already basically strong culture of the family. Anyway, because of time limit, I cannot say much. Our Father was talking about the universal principle. Regardless of your religious and national and cultural background, you will find the family unit at the base on human relationship. Everyone has parents. But when we look around us, we can see that families are having a harder time. There's a growing crisis, and it's more and more challenge for families to stay together and raise their children safely in a wholesome way. This is why we create so many problems to celebrate families, to educate and support parents and children to stay firm in their relationship with God and the values they hold dear. At the same time, we know that for the couple to become loving parents, they also need to experience true love in their own relationship. Loving each other is the first condition. Letting God in our family start with inviting God into our marriage. That's why we promote a marriage blessing. Now we are going to invite our founder, Mother Moon, to America in June. I'd like to suggest all of you can join our blessing festival. I think you can have an unforgettable experience. Marriage and blessing is very important. This is why we uplift the marriages and encourage the couple to make this eternal love commitment to each other. We believe that through the loving relationship and building a spiritual bond between the couple and God, we can become better parents to our children. When God's love flows through each of us to our spouse, it can then flow from the couple to the children. I believe that programs like this encourage each of us to be more responsible and more committed within our relationship and our families. I hope that through this program today, you can be inspired to let God be center of your family and let your family serve your community and your nation and spread these values so we can truly see a change around us as our communities become closer and we become more loving to one another. Thank you very much. God bless the Philippines and Filipinos. 감사합니다.
Thank you, Dr. Yong.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Young. That was thought provoking, stimulating, warm, and inspiring words and insights that you have shared with us tonight. Parental leadership is the way to go. We will truly remember this views, these words that you shared with us, and we will try to cultivate them in our own families. Thank you once again. Let's give another round of applause to our very beloved Dr. Young. We are now ready to introduce and present to you our 17 outstanding parents for 2021. The Outstanding Parents and Awards Gala was designed to recognize and celebrate the best couples on the face of the earth. Our honorees were nominated for being married for at least 10 years without a history of divorce, exemplified qualities of sacrificial love, overcame major obstacles to provide for their personal development and the happiness of their children, exhibit qualities of personal moral virtue and religious commitment, as well as their dedication and services in their own communities. So, ladies and gentlemen, we would like now to introduce to you and present to you our honorees for tonight. They already received their plaques, and may I remind our honorees to bring your plaques out when we will be calling your couple, and I will be introducing them with their short biographies. First off, let me introduce Mr. Nestor and Mrs. Purificacion Alahas from Waldorf, Maryland, nominated by Elena Bahian. Married for 44 years, have 4 children and 3 grandchildren. Nestor and Purificacion were married early at the young age of 20 and 19 respectively. Nestor had to work abroad in Libya, Africa for 21 years. But despite this many years of being away from each other and the children, the family was intact because of the fidelity of both the husband and the wife. While Nestor was abroad, Purificacion worked as a teacher in Cebu City. All 4 children graduated with flying colors. They all have master's degree and a bachelor's degree. As the saying goes, no cross, no glory. So before this educational success of the children, a lot of the challenges crossed their way. This came in many forms, as like car accidents or sicknesses, which made them desperate and discouraged to continue living. However, they weathered the storms and withstand the test of time. As a family, they remained steadfast and strong with each other's presence and assistance. Prayer never forsaken them, nor God who always with them all the way. So they receive outstanding achievements, which includes academic awards of excellence, outstanding athlete, joyful service award, outstanding teacher, fund assistance in private education, scholar for master's and the doctorate program. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you our first honorees, Mr. Nestor and Mrs. Purificacion Alahas. Please unmute yourself and say briefly something.
It is our great honor to have been chosen as one of the outstanding parents for 2021. With this award is our sincere appreciation and gratitude to the Filipino International Community of America. We are so happy to have received this award because this is not a piece of wood, but with well-decorated prints in it. This is an emblem of our success as parents. And to quote, to sow for, in order to a year, in order to reap for a year, sow in order to reap for 10 years, plant a tree in order to reap for a lifetime. Love your children and raise them the best way possible. Thank you very much and good evening to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nestor and Mrs. Purificacion Alhaz, and congratulations. Our next honoree is Mr. Alfonso and Mrs. Faye Arenasa from Laurel, Maryland, nominated by Esther Batino. Married for 34 years, have 3 children and 4 grandchildren. Faye encountered challenges with regard to teaching due to difficult student behaviors. She was challenged in her immigration application as well and was denied. In 2012, however, he had to exit to the U.S. to Canada many times in order to extend her stay in the U.S. But after 8 years, Faye got her permanent residency. Both Alfonso and Faye are cancer survivors. Faye is a teacher in Thomas Johnson Middle School in Prince George County in Maryland. Both Alfonso and Faye got their U.S. citizenship this year, 2021, after 14 years of their stay in the United States. So, Faye is active member and officer of the United Federation of Film Educators, and she conducted professional development, virtual teaching and learning, and created the Unified Co-op in Maryland that helped teachers financially. So may I present to you our second honorees, Mr. Alfonso and Mrs. Faye Arenasa.
All right, thank you so much. I would like to, in behalf of my husband, I would like to say thank you so much to the Filipino international community of America for this great honor. It's not easy to have a award as an outstanding parents because it's not easy to become an outstanding parents. It's so hard. All right, so thank you so much, guys. And
Thank you. Thank you very much. And congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Our third honorees are Mr. Michael Angelo and Mrs. Silvana Colmenares from Queens, New York, nominated by Gisli Dohu. Silvana's parents was divorced when he was a teenager, and that was a challenge for her. Silvana, or I call her Vanette, got married right after college, had 4 children, and established a few businesses in the Philippines, but experienced stressful life that she could not handle. So she decided to come to America and became a turning point. It became a turning point in her life. Ever since, she never regretted coming to the United States. There was a time during Vanette's business in the Philippines, decided to downsize their costs, decided to lay off her employees, but then she chose the right thing. Which is moral. This is a moral thing to do. Silvana was caught between an employee who was loyal and not at all skillful between another employee who was very adept and bring result in the business. It was such a difficult decision for her. In the end, Silvana decided to go to the skillful employee because she knew that he could get other opportunities as well. Silvana volunteer works in America related to food distribution with the Food Bank of New York. And every Friday, Michael Angelo and Silvana assist the Hindu religious sect to feed the homeless in New York. Silvana grew up as a Catholic, but when she got married, became a born-again fundamentalist and became a leader in a cell group. Silvana is a member of the Honor Society of the Theta Alpha Kappa. She received Service Award from the Unification Theological Seminary, received highest honors from Stanford Career Institute in 2009, and a student of the Doctor of Ministry of UTS. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Michael Angelo and Silvana Colmenares.
Together, Mike and me would like to thank FICA for this honor. 44 years of marriage and we're still rocking and rolling. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, Vanette and Michael Angelo. Congratulations once again. Let's move on to our next honoree, Mr. John and Mrs. Nanette Dorowski from Greenport, New York, nominated by Esther Batino. Both John and Nanette served 12 years abroad as foreign missionaries for the unification movement. John served in Kuwait for 2 years, wrote a book on the parallels of history between Christianity and Islam, but later was imprisoned and tortured in Kuwait, with the implication that men and women were equal. Nanette served in the Bahamas for 2 years and saved the nation from turning communistic like its neighbor Cuba, while teaching unification philosophy
Catherine.
to many parliamentarians and senators.
Can you
Nanette
come?
then went to the Philippines and was appointed the first national leader of the Philippines, and within the year was joined by John. John was appointed the regional leader of all Southeast Asia, which
Catherine.
included Taiwan, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Philippines. During John and Nanette's 5 years in the Philippines,
Angie.
they opened the first 12 mission centers in the main cities and recruited and trained the first 225 Filipino missionaries. John and Nanette were transferred to Australia, with John being appointed the national leader and national leader of Oceania, which included Fiji, Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, New Zealand, and New Caledonia. The Doroskis have 6 children and 12 grandchildren, and have been married for 46 long years. Wow. The Roskis trained the children to go out to foreign countries to serve by taking part-time jobs, earning their own airfares.
Can you close the
Roski
bedroom door?
children served in 11 different countries, including China, Japan, Korea, Guatemala, Trinidad, Jamaica, Honduras, the Philippines, Belarus, Dominican Republic, and St. Lucia. The Doroski family fully supports the Filipino communities in America for many, many years, even sending financial donations to the Philippines in times of calamities, disasters, and activities of the unification movement in the Philippines. Friends, may I present to you Mr. John and Ms. Nanette Durowski.
Congratulations.
We want to thank everyone for this award. You know, we worked with a sister organization, and for years I nominated people to become national parents, to receive the National Parents Day Award. And and many people said, "Oh, with your family, you should be receiving the award." I said, "Oh no, oh no. You know, this is my job to nominate other people." So I was very shocked when they nominated me for this award, and we're very grateful for the care and love that you're giving us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
very
you,
much.
Doroski family. Thank you. You thank. I really appreciate for your hard work as a missionary. I'm really proud of you.
Woo!
Thank
Yes,
you.
we are truly proud of you, and we love you back. Congratulations once again. All right, moving on. Our 5th honorees, Mr. Michael and Mrs. Annalisa Floresca from Oxon Hill, Maryland, nominated by Elena Bahia. All right, I think they're not here tonight, so we will skip the introduction. Let's move on to our honor number 6, Mr. Oscar Jesus and Ms. Nieves Gariando from Sunbury, Ohio, nominated by Cirilo Hagopas. Married for 47 years. Oh my goodness. Have 4 children and 4 grandchildren. Both work as nurse assistant in a hospital in New York City, but they are now retired. Oscar and Nieves are hardworking, humble, honest, and God-fearing couple. They are active in Catholic charismatic movement in New York City. Every Christmas season, they provided packed foods for the homeless people in New York City. Both were volunteers for the Life and Spirit seminars in the Catholic charismatic group. And the family used to pray the rosary every Sunday night, attended church every Sunday and holidays, and attended Catholic charismatic conventions and retreats. Oscar and Nieves were both recipients of Outstanding Employee Awards as nurse assistants in North Shore Hospital in New York City. So may I present to you our 6 honorees, Mr. Oscar Jesus and Mrs. Nieves Gariando. Congratulations.
we'd like to thank FICA for this very prestigious award. Special mention to Cirilo Agupas, who takes his time in nominating us and to coincide with our 47 years of togetherness. Thank you, and God bless everyone.
Thank you so much. 47 years, right. Our next honoree is Mr. Gerald and Ms. Lara Inserto from Newburgh, Indiana, nominated by Ruben Olgado. Married for 16 years, have 2 children. Lara worked as a physical therapist and Gerard a network engineer. They're passionate in reaching out to educate and promote financial awareness, not just Filipinos nationally, but every hardworking families in the United States. 2 things that they teach their children: treat everybody the same way you want to be treated, and there is no good and bad words. It is the manner of how they're used that defines their meaning. They donate, they volunteer, and feed residents of missionaries of charity and part of the committee of Star for One, a charitable foundation established by Maricel and Kim Goyena with the purpose of raising funds to be given to families in the Philippines that were affected by calamities and disasters. They, as a family, they attend weekly mass at the church, but due to pandemic, of course, everybody is now online. So they follow morning affirmations with the Lord, thanking Him for the blessings that they receive every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so pleased to present to you Mr. Gerard and Ms. Lara Inserto. Congratulations.
So I can say it's an honor and a privilege to have been nominated and recognized. Being a parent, I know we still have a long way to go, but and thank you for the recognition to Kuya Ben for the nomination and everything. Everybody have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations once more. Our 8 honorees are Attorney Romel and Attorney Melody Manuel from Elizabeth, New Jersey, nominated by Jay Alvarez. Married for 19 years, have 4 children. They arrived in America as international students with limited hours of work to provide financial support for the family. Lost his job in 2006 recession without health insurance. Overcame the financial difficulties by passing the New York bar exams and became a New York attorney. Practiced immigration law by giving free legal service to the needy. One of the important qualities of this couple is honesty and integrity, giving free legal services and helping undocumented individuals. Attorney Romel and Attorney Melody contributes to the community as speakers and free legal services, also at the Philippine Consulate in New York, and free legal consultations. They also do church volunteer work at St. Teresa Church, and they are both devout Roman Catholic members. They also are associated with the Sacred Heart of Jesus and Gawad Kalinga supporters. Some of the outstanding achievements is they're cum laude graduates of the University of the Philippines, members of the Integrated Bar in the Philippines, New York Bar Passers, Japan Ibo Malaya volunteer, and Attorney Melody is a master's of the U.S. Law Scholarship in the U.S. So they, because of some of their family emergency, they couldn't join us tonight, but they sent a video as they receive their awards. Please share the video.
Maraming salamat. Thank you for this wonderful recognition.
Salamat po at nirecognize mo ang pagiging ama at ina namin sa 4 naming anak at sa pagtataguyod namin sa kanila at sa pagtulong sa ating komunidad.
And we hope that we'll have more opportunities to help, and we are very thankful for PICA for giving this kind of opportunity to recognize each and everyone's
Thank you so much, Attorney Romel and Melody Manuel, our honorees from New Jersey. And our ninth honorees is Engineer Silver and Pastor Christina Mabalot from Somerville, South Carolina, nominated by Doreen Ugema. There you go. So I have a 3-page of bio here. I'm just gonna cut a little bit. So the family story didn't go as smoothly without battle, pain, and sacrifices, but behind all of this, to the victories they have achieved is the presence of God and Jesus in their lives. So they migrated in the U.S. in 2006, and as they experienced tremendous difficulties to survive in the country, they initiated a nonprofit organization called Pilgrims International Incorporated to help immigrants get established in America. Silver and Tina are both pastors and serve God and Jesus through their ministry. Pastor Silver founded United for the Harvest, an organization of pastors, ministers, and lay leaders, which serves as support group and concentrates as a group that supports missions work for God's kingdom building. He is also the administrative pastor of the Way, the Truth, Life Church, and Pastor Silver is also a member of the American Clergy Leadership Conference. Growing up and seeing their parents active involved in the community, Paulo and Jara joined them in their endeavor helping their parents in the community affairs. Paulo served as in the military as foreman in the U.S. Navy. He worked as a dental assistant. Jara, as visually impaired, inherited her fighting spirit and confidence from her mother. She triumphed against bullies from school and stood up as a leader. She graduated international studies with high honors in College of Charleston. So our awardees here are two exemplary people who will bring up a new meaning to life and joy. Silver, who contracted polio when he was a toddler, has a mobility impairment and walks with the aid of a leg brace. But despite of body aches and pains that he is tolerating and getting immune to, he found joy through music. He sings and plays guitar, and no discomfort or physical limitation can restrict him from achieving his dream in life. With his hard work and perseverance, he became an engineer. And of course, his ability didn't stop him either from pursuing or winning the heart of the love of his life, Pastor Christina Yanis Mabalot. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our honorees, and also they will give a response on behalf of the first 9 awardees. Let's welcome and may present to you Engineer Silver and Christina Mabalot.
Give them, John.
Jerry asked me to go first. I guess he played it first. We, in behalf of our family, we'd like to thank the Philippine International Community of America, Universal Peace Federation, Family Federation, and all the organizations. I am so sorry if I missed some of the organizations, but I would like to thank and acknowledge all the families that are joining us internationally, because really the family is, as the family goes, so does the nation and so does the world. So if the family is intact and God is in the center of the family, and that's that's also the end of what happens to the nation and the world. If in case some of you don't know, I'm physically and totally blind, and physical blindness may be an obstacle, but like any other obstacles can lead to opportunities. For me, it was the ability to see with my heart that ensued from my physical blindness. So when I realized my weakness, I relied in the omnipotent power of God. I walk by faith, not by sight. It's very literal and figurative. I taught my children how to walk by faith as well and not by sight, and learn to entrust them and their lives and their outcome in the covenant keeping God. There's no rule really there's no university for parenthood. I can only leave you three takeaways for today. One is relationship is key. As in everything, relationship is always essential. As parents, the first thing we need to cultivate is a connection beyond the umbilical cord, a connection that would never be cut, would never be broken. We need to be connected to our children in the way that our Heavenly Father, we should be connected to our Heavenly Father. Also, the second one is we need to build an environment for them to strive to become the best versions of themselves. Build an environment wherein they can pursue their passion. And last but not the least, spiritual quotient, SQ. I don't know if there's such a thing. Emotional quotient, EQ, tops intelligence quotient, IQ. So develop those three things in your kids. Spiritual quotient is the top. And teach your children well. And I'd like to introduce my husband of how many years? 25. That's why his name is Silver.
We made it to silver. Thank you, FICA. Thank you for the recognition and the privilege to speak on behalf of our very deserving parents. There is no university for parenthood, but it starts with this commitment. As for me and my house, I will serve the Lord. My children can testify that I have so many shortcomings, but I direct them to the perfect Father who is in heaven. The promise of Proverbs 22:6, which says, point your kids to the right direction. When they're old, they won't be lost. That was fulfilled. My children turned out better than me. Paulo fulfilled my desire to serve the military. And Jara, is an excellent ESOL teacher and a better singer. Whatever titles I've earned and achievements I've accomplished, none has been as important as my quest to live up to the label Dad. I give much praise to the Lord, for He has given me the best woman to be my partner in raising up our kids and fulfilling His words that says, make my joy complete by being of the same mind, maintaining the same love, united in spirit, intention, united in spirit, one intention. To Him we give all the glory and praise. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Engineer Silver and Pastor Cristina Mabalot. And congratulations once again. So that's the first batch, guys. Are you guys ready to receive the second batch? All right. Let's move on. Our 10th honorees are Mr. Eric and Ms. Imelda Ordonez from Reno, Nevada, nominated by Irene Granada. Married for 19 years, they have one child. The greatest sacrifice that they went through was when their son went home to the Philippines to care for their seasonally ill mother. For a month and a half in 2007, and left her husband in the US to take care of the mother. But they have to sold their cars, all their savings were garnished. And even though they spent a lot of money, because money can't buy any presents to her mother for the remaining time, all the time, and with also her grandson. So Eric and Imelda says they always love and honor parents. Share what you have to the less fortunate. They founded a nonprofit foundation in the Philippines and also here in the US to help the needs of our Filipino kababayans. As Roman Catholics, they believe that we have one God and Savior, and by sharing the needs of our less fortunate kababayans in their journey to spirituality and carry the words of God. Some of the achievements, outstanding achievements, is a good attitude awarded by the Peppermill Hotel and Casino in 2006. Also, she She received an MBA in management in the University of Phoenix and received a certificate by the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in 2012. So ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Mr. Eric and Ms. Imelda Ordonez. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone, and good evening, and congratulations to all my co-awardees. First of all, I would like to acknowledge Irene Grant for nominating me, and thank you to FICA President Elena Bahian, and Chairman of the Board, Mr. Giovanni Paquit, and of course, your officers for selecting us to be a recipient of this amazing award. In honor of our nonprofit foundation from 2009 up to the present, another token of recognition was sent our way. A beautiful plaque. Indeed, another memory to cherish. We have learned giving without expectations of any recognition or award. We helped and we will continue to help, not because we are rich, but because for me, it is the right thing to do. I have dealt with huge diversity. I have learned the deep meaning of hunger, the frustration of having nothing, the depressing moments of wanting simple things, yet it is impossible for them to have it. Even just a little love, or even a smile. Because a smile can hurt someone else's day. So with that being said, let us spread love by giving what we can to less fortunate individual or family. You can never go wrong in helping, whether it's small or big. Together, let's ignite humanity. Handog Shirley Foundation Headquarters, my advocate team in YouTube, my YouTube family and friends, my husband, who is not here because he is babysitting our 5-year-old son. This plaque of recognition is for all of us. I love you all. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you so much, Imelda, for that words. Our 11th honoree is Mr. Stephen and Janice Oshiro from Honolulu, Hawaii. However, unfortunately, we received a message that the husband had a stroke and he is in the hospital right now. So if you can please pray for them. I'm not sure if the wife is here. No, I don't think he's here. Yeah, so this is the award that they received from FICA. But yeah, because of the unfortunate circumstance, they cannot join with the awarding tonight. But congratulations again to Mr. Stephen and Janice Oshiro from Hawaii. Let's give them a round of applause. Moving on, our 12th honorees is Mr. Edbert and Ms. Norma Pareja from Bronx, New York, nominated by Elena Bahian. Married for 29 years, have 4 children, and have also faced challenges, financial challenges, because of pandemic and all the many things that comes along with the pandemic. However, they sacrificed a lot for the family because Norma worked in Maryland as a teacher, but her family is living in New York City. So they're separated as a family because of work. Blessed with children showing the Filipino culture of Manupo and praying together with the rosary and going to the church together. Their children receive academic achievements, and also they are active contributors to the Ingog USA. Albert was a 4th degree Knights of Columbus in the Philippines and also a charismatic president. Norma is a member of the Catholic Women League and a member of the Filipino Ministry in St. Columba in Maryland. Few of the outstanding achievements include Norma being awarded as the most outstanding foreign worker in 2020, and also Outstanding Teacher of 2011 and Outstanding Teacher in 2010, Grand Champion, and as a choreographer in street dancing. So you can see the husband in New York and the wife in Columbia, in Maryland. Together, let's congratulate Mr. Edwards and Ms. Norma Pareja. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. And because of some circumstances, I am away from home right now. And anyways, thank you to all honorees and the PICA members and Elena also, who nominates us to be a parents award, to receive a parents award tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you, and really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart and with my family. Thank you, and good evening, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And congratulations once again. All right, we're getting close to our final honorees. Now let us call Mr. Rifon and Miss Evelyn Kiblat from Pacoima, California, nominated by Elena Bahian. Married for 30 years. They have two children. Evelyn was hired as a teacher, exchange teacher in the U.S. in 2008. And also that's the first time that she had to be away from her family. The following year, her husband decided to come to America in order to accompany Evelyn. It was a very difficult decision since the children will be left behind in the Philippines. Both of them are actually active in church as a choir member, and they have, after 3 years of marriage, both Rifon and Evelyn joined the Couples of Christ community, and they believe the community nourished the couple's relationship and their family. Some of that outstanding achievement includes Evelyn receiving a certificate of recognition for perfect attendance for 5 consecutive years. Wow. Became a mentor for newly hired teachers, mentor for teachers for evaluations. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Rifon and Evelyn Kiblat.
For this year, from the bottom of our heart, thank you so much. And also, we would like to commend the people spreading this very prestigious organization here in New York. Again, thank you and thank you. Thank you. Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rifon and Evelyn, and congratulations. Our next honorees are Mr. or Mrs. Lucy Rodriguez. The husband is Gregorio, but he already passed on. They were married in 1976, but Lucy's husband passed away in 1995. They have 9 children and 17 grandchildren. The greatest challenge Lucy experienced when her husband passed away at the age of 43 is how to take care of the 9 children by herself. Through her utmost dedication and hard work, she was able to raise her 9 children, and they became professionals. With God's guidance and inspiration, Lucy allowed her children to become missionaries of the Unification Church. The eldest daughter became missionary in Korea, the 3 children became missionary in Thailand, and the 3 children became missionary in America. Wow, all missionaries. Lucy's quality are respectful, caring, loving, and sacrificial love for her children. Lucy served her community and in her home, especially in her hometown in the Philippines. Lucy is a Roman Catholic, and in 1994 dreamed of Jesus and was guided to meet the Unification Church. She is also an outstanding alumni awardee of the University of Southeastern Philippines in Davao del Norte, Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Lucy Rodriguez from Las Vegas, nominated by Glenn Mumbai. Congratulations, Nanay.
Everyone, thank you God for this award that I received. And thank you also the leader of the FICA and the members. And thank you also Dr. Young. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nanay Lucy, and congratulations. She's very shy. You made it. All right. Our 15th honoree is Engineer Alfredo and Dr. Velma Tabuada, nominated by Grace Valera and Francis Catalan from Washington, D.C. Married for 26 years, have 2 children. Velma leaving her family in Cebu City for teaching job in the U.S. was such a challenge. Her 2 daughters, Chessa, was only 11 years old, and Yama was 6 years old at the time. Velma was apprehensive to leave them because the girls were still young and were very much emotional and psychologically attached to her. It was Alfredo's assurance that mitigated her worries, knowing that he can handle them while despite her absence. Velma worked in the Baltimore County Public Schools for a year only, and since the school isn't sponsoring her, then she had to move to another school system. I'm sorry, this is quite long. Velma and Alfredo are active in the community. They enjoy doing community service, especially the Migrant Heritage Commission, a nonprofit service-oriented organization that help immigrants in need of help. They're also officers of the Ilocano Society of America. Oops, I'm also a member. And are very active members of these 2 churches. The entire family every day would gather around, pray together, and share what values they have learned from the day and reflect on God's blessings on the family. Dr. Velma Tabuada received the 2017 Migrant Heritage Most Outstanding Migrant Award for Community Service and Promotion of the Cultural Diversity in Washington, D.C. The same year, she was awarded the Teacher of the Month, 2017, at the Franklin Square. The family has been selected as the Family of the Month by Knights of Columbus, with Engineer Alfredo Tabuada being an active Knight of Columbus member. May I present to you our 15 honorees, Engineer Alfredo Jr. and Dr. Velma Tabuada.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. Thank you for choosing us as one of the outstanding parents awardee. Alfredo and I, with our daughters, Chessa and Yana, and our family in the Philippines, are very candidly grateful for this very prestigious award. We would like to acknowledge Grace Valera for nominating us, and with Francis Catalan. Thank you, FICA. Continue to be a blessing to others. God bless us all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And congratulations on there. And finally, we have the 15th honorees, but also they're not around today. So we move on to the 16th honorees. We move on to our final honoree for tonight. The honorees, Mr. Gary and Mayor Letty Lopez Viado from West Covina, California, nominated by Ria Inclu. Married for 15 years, have 2 children. Mayor Letty Lopez Viado experienced from poverty to being someone as a role model. Her qualities are heart of a volunteer and giving her time for the sake of other people. She is a full-time mother and a full-time work in the city of West Covina, California, as a mayor. With her church, she did aid to humanity, community, excellent apps, and public safety, and did teachers appreciation events. led the Women's Personal Safety and Environment Seminar with police officers, led a student film festival during the pandemic. She had holiday events for other homeless, foster, and low-income family. Her foundation has Christian values as a family. They attended church, and also they do nightly prayers. Some of the outstanding achievement includes a Master's of Arts in Communication Studies, the City of LA Mayor's Process Improvement and Innovation Recognition Certificate, and resolution of commendation for Filmic West Covina, became the first Filipina-Mexican councilwoman to be elected in 2018 and the new mayor of West Covina. So may I present to you Mr. Gary and Mayor Letty Lopez Viado, and also they will give a brief response on behalf of the second batch of our honorees tonight. Welcome, Mayor Letty.
Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who put this together, including all the other outstanding parents. It means a lot, and we greatly appreciate that. A lot of society issues that we see in this world starts from home. So a strong family filled with love, faith, hope, it helps society as a whole. And so we appreciate that. And we know it takes a lot of hard work. It has its ups, its downs, and there are tons of temptations out there. So obviously you do need God in your life. And so we do have our beautiful children and the good work that you do, your organization, and all the parents that are out there actually means a lot because it brings good to the society as a whole. So I just wanted to say thank you so much, and make sure you hug your loved ones, you thank them too, it means a lot. Give them a kiss, and do that, bring love. If there's that physical touch, there's that emotional, there you go, I see somebody kissing. Aw, that's so beautiful, I love that. I saw somebody right there give a nice kiss, so good job. And that brings warmth, and so bring love, continue with that, stay strong, have faith. We do go through bad times, but there's always good times. There's a light at the end, and with God, with faith and all that, it means a lot. And so I just wanted to say thank you for this. It's an honor, and I hope that this continues and that you show this to others so that they can implement, and you want to be that role model. So I thank everybody, and thank you, Ria, for nominating. I would have never considered because we live a busy life and multitasking a lot. So we greatly appreciate it. So we love you all, and wherever you are, we pray for you guys, and we just say thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Gary and Mayor Letty Viado. There you go, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, you have seen our 17 outstanding parents of the year for this year of 2021. And we have a special gift for you because right now we're gonna go right to the True Love Toast. Let us welcome the District Pastor of Family Federation for World Peace in District 3, Pastor Crescentia and Leighton Degodi, who will briefly share the process and the value of rededicating and blessing you today and renewing your marriage vows. So a representative couple later on her talk will come on to share, to show to you, to demonstrate to you the proper way of receiving this blessing. So let us all welcome Pastor Crescentia and Leighton Degodi from New Jersey.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Pastor EJ. And good evening to all of the distinguished participants of this auspicious awards ceremony. It's really our honor and our pleasure to be here with all of you tonight. We want to express our heartfelt congratulations and also appreciation to each of the awardee couples this evening. You are a great inspiration to us, and we're so grateful for the investment that you're making into your couple, into your family, into your children. As Mayor Letty was, mentioning, we all know that, strong parents, strong families allows for us to create strong societies, and a peaceful world. And everybody's longing for that, but it's so hard to create that without really having true love in families. So tonight, we're going to offer an opportunity to strengthen your marriages, strengthen your families through this true love toast. And you know, as parents, we care always. You know, we care so much for our children. But sometimes it can be hard, right, in the husband and wife relationship to keep that harmony, to express true love to one another, and really be expressions of God's love to one another. And we need opportunities to kind of renew ourselves, right? Renew our commitment to God and to each other, to our children. And we want to take that opportunity tonight and give that opportunity to you through offering this true love toast. This is actually called a blessing ceremony, and it was established by Father and Mother Moon, the beloved founders of the Family Federation. And they established this tradition as a way of actually in the hopes of strengthening marriages and families all across the world, you know, through bringing a deeper connection to God in marriage and in family, and inspiring these couples to live for the sake of others, you know, live for each other within their marriages and their family, and also to live, of course, for their children and for the world around them. That it wouldn't be a marriage that's insular, but something that they're doing in service to others. And really, the couples that have been awarded here tonight, you are in so many ways already exemplifying this. So I hope that this ceremony can really be like an encouragement to you and give you a new spirit, a new energy in continuing to do the kind of parenting you're doing of your children, the service to your communities that you're already giving, that it can give you a fresh spirit and also a stronger connection to each other as a husband and wife.
Absolutely.
So we're going to begin, and if you can, make sure that you take your holy wine cup at this time. I believe all our awardees were sent a holy wine cup, and if you have it, go ahead and grab it now, and make sure you're sitting together with your spouse. This is something, if possible. And if your spouse has passed on or they're not here with you tonight, you can still participate symbolically. You can still participate with them in your heart, you know, with them in your mind. So we just want to invite everyone to have this opportunity now. And you can follow along with Dr. Greg and Yuka Aguilan, who will be kind of modeling through the different parts of this program. By the way, Layton and I, we are standing this evening as representatives of Father and Mother Moon, who we're actually going to bestow this blessing on you on behalf of them, who are so inspired to give this blessing to your couple tonight. All right, so wives, now at this time to participate in the Holy Wine ceremony, which in this ceremony we are symbolically cleansing ourselves of any past mistakes, and we're welcoming in a pure, new, heavenly spirit into our marriages and into our families, kind of, you know, bringing in a cleansing into our whole body before we make a commitment, a recommitment as a husband and wife. So wives, please take the holy wine cup, and you can take off the lid, and you're not going to drink the whole cup, but now drink half of the holy wine, wives. And just as you see Mrs. Aguilan doing, you will pass with a bow the holy wine cup to your husband. With a bow. And husbands, please take now half of the holy wine cup. And if it's just you, you can take just the half and offer up the cup towards your spouse who may not be present. Beautiful. And you can place that to the side. And at this time, we would like to invite you to affirm the 4 blessing vows. So after each vow that's going to be read by Layton, Please affirm the vow with a strong yes. So even though we can't hear you, we want to see the energy of your affirmation. So,
Are you ready?
are you ready? Yes!
Do you, as a mature man and woman, pledge to rededicate your marriage centered on true love?
Yes.
All right. Do you pledge to be forever faithful and true to one another?
Yes!
All right. Do you pledge to raise your children to maintain their purity before marriage?
Yes!
Right. Do you pledge to support and contribute to the work of creating a peaceful world through families of true love?
Yes!
All right.
Wonderful. With this blessing, we will now offer a benediction over your couples. So, husbands and wives, please turn to each other. Take each other's hands, like this. Take each other's hands. You can bow your heads towards one another. And please join us as we offer a benediction over your couples to seal this blessing toast. Our dear, most beloved Heavenly Parent, our Creator, the one who gave all of us our lives and made it possible for us to be here together this evening for this very special Parents Awards ceremony and now participating in this blessing ceremony. Heavenly Parent, we know that each one of these couples is so precious to you. Each husband and wife is so precious to you. And truly, you are the reason that they are together. You are the reason they have their precious children. You are in the midst of this relationship they have as a husband and wife. You are in the midst of the relationship they have as parents and children. That is where you are dwelling. And your desire is for each one of these couples and families to experience the fullness of love and the fullness of joy, to be an expression and an embodiment of your true love on this earth. Heavenly Parent, our society is in desperate need of exemplary couples and families. And this evening we are honoring these couples and families who are striving to be these kinds of examples to their children. So we ask God that you bless these couples, that you seal them, that you cover them with your love and your blessing, that you strengthen them as husbands and wives, that there can be nothing that can tear them apart, nothing that can get in the way of the commitment they have to you and to each other. Allow them to feel the fullness of your love and your support, and even in their challenges and in their difficulties, that they can be brought through any difficulty, brought through any challenge, able to become more and more connected to you and to each other as husband and wife, and able to pour out your love to their precious children, raising them up as sons and daughters of you, their Heavenly Parent, raising them up to be sons and daughters of good character, contributing to their society, saving themselves for their future marriages and families. Heavenly Parent, we thank you again for being present this evening and for already all that you've done to guide these couples and families thus far. I ask that you continue to go forward with each one, loving them, supporting them, encouraging them on their journey as couples and families. We together, as a community, want to support one another, encourage one another, and walk together centered on your love. All of this I want to offer up and pray on behalf of all those who have gathered here in the name of your beloved Son, Jesus, and in our names as a Blessed Central family. Aju.
Amen. And Aju. Wow. Thank you so much, Pastor Crescentia and Leighton Degodi, for giving the blessing to our couples tonight. Such a wonderful gift that they're receiving. And we continuously pray for you and your families. Our mom. And congratulations once again. So at this time, representing all,
This Andrea, I call you.
may we request now Dr. Greg Agulan and Yuka Agulan to lead us in cutting the ceremonial cake. There you go. Let's see your face. If I don't know if this couples may prepared some cake. If you did, it's now time to bring your cake. And let's celebrate together the sweetness of your love and of your marriage. So are you always ready? Let's sing congratulations to you, okay? Everyone, congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Congratulations, congratulations. Congratulations to you. All right, you can
Congratulations to all.
Congratulations,
Uncle and Auntie.
Amazing blessing.
Congratulations po.
Congratulations,
everyone.
Congratulations to all of our
Congratulations, Mommy Lucy.
Congratulations. All right. Thank you.
Congratulations,
So make sure you guys.
Congratulations, alahas ko po.
Okay. All right.
Congrats.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for that.
Congrats, Evelyn and Raipon.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
We can have more congratulations later. But at this point in time, we're so happy. We're so happy also to receive a representative from the Philippine Consulate in New York City. You know, since the start of our Outstanding Parents Awards that have been supporting us every year since the beginning. And also this person that I'm about to introduce to you is the person who inducted our current officers 2 years ago in Elizabeth, New Jersey. So we're happy again to see you. And I'd like to call on now the consul of the Philippine Consulate in New York. He is the head of the Civil Registration, Passport and Visa sections, and the chairman of Overseas Voting Secretary in New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the Honorable Ricarte Abuhela III for his congratulatory remarks.
Hey.
Good evening, everyone. Ms. Elena Baian, FICA President, Mr. Giovanni Paquet, FICA Chairman, to the officers and members of FICA, your distinguished guests, visitors, and friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant evening to all. Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. First and foremost, I wish to extend my warm greetings to the officers and members of the Filipino International Community of America and your guests as you celebrate your 4th Outstanding Parents Awards. You know, in this challenging time where we could really not go about with our usual activities, I'm impressed that you still find ways to continue with this worthwhile endeavor in recognizing outstanding parents. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been said several times tonight, but one of the distinguishing characteristics of human society, and specifically with our culture, is that parents always play a crucial role in the family. Being a parent is already a challenge, but being a good parent, especially in these times, is an even greater task. It's no mean feat. Nowadays, even with the modern family where both parents go to work, parents still continue to play an important role in the household. We have a saying in the Philippines that the parents are the pillars that keep the family standing strong. Ang mga magulang ang haligi ng tahanan. Therefore, I would like to commend FICA for focusing on this important sector of the family, parents. It has already been said, but the family is one of the important building blocks of a healthy society. Thus, by recognizing the role parents play in the welfare of the family, it basically recognizes the role that parents play as good and law-abiding citizens that ensures the continued welfare of the community and state. Well, this is because the welfare of the community leads to the welfare of the state, and these depend on the strengths of its core building block, which is the family. So by recognizing outstanding parents in public events such as this, FICA showcases parents that are worth emulating and who can be an inspiration to others as well. By replicating their good example, we create stronger families, which results in stronger communities, which eventually will result in a strong country. I commend the Filipino International Community of America and the outstanding parents who were awarded tonight. May you continue to be the custodians of the best of our culture and ensure that the younger generation of parents do not forget the importance of their role and what it plays in our community and society. My warmest congratulations once again to the officers and to the members of FICA. The Consulate General of the Philippines in New York is proud of what you are doing for your country. Maraming salamat po. Mabuhay tayong lahat.
Thank you so much, Honorable Ricarte Abuela. We really thank you for coming on today again. As always, the support of the consulate is very much appreciated by our community. All right, so we are down to the last 2-3 items of our agenda. I'm sorry, it's like 16 minutes later. But let's now have received a congratulatory song to be given to us by Sinwa Lugana entitled True Love. This is especially for all our honorees tonight. True Love. Take it away, Sinwa.
model of these family cultures. And when we say the model, they are the model of the culture of peace and love. So I would like to encourage everyone to take the next step, and that is how we to be able to receive and to level up your blessing. And just like our president said, we are all inviting you for our blessing event this coming June. I hope all of you will gonna be there. So as my job, I would like to encourage, to acknowledge everyone tonight. I am so grateful for all your presence. Let me start by giving thanks to our Dr. Chang Si-kyong. Can we have a great applause for him? Because he's always served as a fatherly heart to our community. I would like also to appreciate the presence of our district leader, Crescencia Digode, as well as Naukivir Yoshiroda. Please let us have our warm applause. And also to our Honorable Ricardi Abuela. And also to our President, Leo Halo. Also, this event will never gonna be happen without all those people who are working behind. Let us thank everybody, our nominators and our advertisers. This is really a collaborated event. We have so many partners with this. So let us start by thanking Ria, Yen, Mary, Jay, Elena, Doreen, Francis, Lee, Junella, Ruben, and Cirilo, as well as our elder sister, Esther Batino. Let us have a warm applause for all these people. They are the nominators. Also, not to mention all of the hardworking people. Let's start with the board of members. Let us start with Kuya Bobby, our two Edwards, Kuya Edward Frangham and Kuya Edward Busque, especially with the guidance of EJ Rapada. Also, I'd like to thank Ate Merlin Velasco, Ate Mila Balanay, Ruben, Joy, and Greg Agulan. Let us have a warm applause to our board of directors. And not to forget, not to mention our executive officers, Glenn and Crispin, our Madam Elena, Elisa Medina. Let us have warm applause to them. Jay Alvarez, Marivic, Jocelyn, Don, and Del. Thank you so much, everyone. And once again, this is a message of FICA. Let us keep blessing our nation. Let us keep blessing our country. And as long as we keep on blessing, giving blessing, this country will always stand straight. Thank you so much at magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Mabuhay ang Pilipino.
All right. Thank you so much, Vice President Gisli, for those acknowledgements. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is, because we want to post this on our media feeds and our websites, so if everyone can go to gallery view, let me get there. We want everyone to be represented in one screen, and our tech team, we're gonna get a group photo. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we just keep smiling. if your video is off, it's now time to turn it on so we can see you. You can make sure your faces are okay, your sweats, your tears. Please wear a big smile. There you go. I can see everyone here. We have more than 70 right now. And by the way, this is being broadcasted live on Facebook and YouTube. So it's not just these people watching right now. There's thousands others out there who are actually watching right now. And maybe request the awardees, if you can, please bring once more your plaques so we can see them. There we go. All right. I think we're ready. Please smile. All right, tech team, it's now time to get photos. Let us know when you're done, okay? Keep smiling, guys. Lily's gonna roll screen. Okay.
Lisa.
Are we good? Okay, does that mean we're good? All right. I guess they got our photos. So thank you once more. Thank you so much. And to close, as we begin calling for God's presence in our celebration, we'd like also to offer our gratitude to our Heavenly Parent. Let us now welcome the presiding bishop of the Association of Christian Evangelists International to give us the closing prayer. Let's welcome Bishop Rene Balyenas.
Thank you, Bishop EJ. Good evening, everyone. I would like to request all of you to please be silent for a moment and let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God. Let us pray. Our heavenly and most gracious loving Father, we thank you for the opportunity that we can close our program with our thanks to you. We would like to thank you for the opportunity that we can come as a family, an association that would like to build a family and dedicating the husbands and wives who are here tonight. In the celebration of the fourth Outstanding Parents awarding, the Filipino International Community of America has spearheaded and has emphasized the importance of family as building block of our society. So we would like to thank you. But above all, we would like to praise you and glorify your name and bless you for the blessings that you've given us. May you continue to bless the officers and the members of FICA, the awardees who had received the recognition tonight, that this would not be the time for them to stop doing what is good, but this award would encourage them to do more for the honor of your glory and for the honor of your name. We pray for each of the family that is represented tonight, and may you will continue to be with us. And now, brothers and sisters, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Lord, make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. Lord, turn his face toward you and give you peace. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Bishop Rene Balyenas, for the benediction and prayer. So, folks, that ends our celebration and awarding. And we'd like to see you next time. And don't forget, June 26th is going to be a blessing festival. You can bring your children, your grandparents, your uncles, your aunts. Please contact the person who nominated you and they'll give you all the details of our next grand celebration happening in June. Once again, congratulations to our honorees, to our guests, and to all those who participate tonight. God bless you. We love you all until we see each other again. Have a good night.
Thank you so much.
And celebrate some everyone.
Let's play some music to dance.
Celebrate some.
Lena and Rodi.
Mami G, congrats.
Thank you,
All the work.
Congrats. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Nang dancing na. Thank you. Thank you, Ate.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Bobby, thank you.
Congrats to you, Barbie.
Congratulations to
That's everyone. Play the music. Let's go dancing.
Nine dance na. Thank you, Heavenly Father.
Thank you, Mr. Michael.
Go dance.
Mario Ewan. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
Beyond June 26th.
We gon' celebrate and have a good time. So long.
Congratulations, Edward and Ding. Hello. Let's go dance, let's go dance.
Lechon, asan yung lechon?
Lechon. Lechon.
Sayang, walang lechon.
Congratulations.
Happy birthday to everyone. Thank you, Michael and Ryan for joining us. Thank you. Angie's birthday.
Dandy's birthday.
Congrats. Celebration, Dad.
Ayan, si Kelvin Grego, nagsasaya na sila. They're dancing.
Dancing time. Dad, Dad. That's your wife. Let's dance.
Come on now.
Thank you, Pastor Sensa again.
Yes, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations, everyone.
We're gonna have a good time tonight.
Ruben, where's your partner? Joe Presencia. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Marcia.
It's alright.
Ruben. Pastor Presencia.
Alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright.
Where's your partner? Francis, saan ang partner?
Hey, Cathy.
Oh yeah, sa likod natin.
Diling-diling dyan sa'yo.
Kadilang ko naman ang partner. Alin na ba? YouTube na.
Ayan na.
Bye. The end.